The erosion of free speech is almost complete in the UK. Britain is not even hiding their distaste for free speech. Two high-profile detentions at their border compound the growing trend of thought policing, making it obvious Britain is abandoning liberal Enlightenment values for an authoritarian state. They aren't even hiding it anymore. Sunday, Lauren Southern was detained as she attempted to enter the UK. She was traveling from France when she was stopped and searched under the Schedule 7 Anti-Terrorism Act. She was handed a lifetime ban from the UK. The reason? Distribution of racist material. Now, folks at home might know Laura Southern as a conservative attack helicopter or even as a serious journalist who has been reporting on the seemingly inevitable race war brewing in South Africa. Now, these charges stem from an incident in Luton where she trolled the Muslim community. So the authorities determined calling Allah gay was a threat to the interests and policies of the UK. The mistake the British government is making, other than classifying a religion as a race, is by using a heavy hand to silence people you don't like, the interest in those people increases. It's the Streisand effect. Lauren is not even the first person this month who is detained for politically dissident views. Just last week, Martin Sellner and his girlfriend, Brittany Pettibone, were detained for hours. He was attempting to attend a free speech event. She was there to interview Tommy Robinson. Not exactly a threat to the fabric of British society, but how many people would even know what generation identity is if the authorities hadn't made their trip into a story? This is, of course, just an escalation of the tactics the UK government's been employing in their censorship efforts. Count Dankula is still in the news for his bout with government censorship. The crime of teaching his girlfriend's dog to react to the word Jew, he was arrested and spent a night in jail. And still, he's being led through hoops to attempt to resolve the charges against him. All the while, he has to listen to prosecutors claim he was attempting to hatch a neo-Nazi scheme to start a race war. One intrepid journalist reported on his most recent trial, according to The Crown, Count Dankula TV is colluding with his pug to use adorableness to trick people into gassing football stadiums full of people. No, I'm not joking. You know what? That was Laura Southern. I don't imagine that sarcastic, very public criticism of the court might have something to do with her being detained. Nah, just a conspiracy theory. This is just the tip of the iceberg for the British. Mean words on social media and even celebrating your own history seem to quickly be becoming illegal. It should never be that simply reading a book in public or leaving a message on a forum gives the police cause to haul you to jail. The danger in that precedent should be obvious. A white identitarian is not going to get much sympathy. A Nazi joke may not have many defenders, but it doesn't stop there. Now a conservative journalist is being persecuted for her wrong thing. At what point will they begin coming for you for what you say? It always starts small and with the most vulnerable. Imagine living in a country where you have to opt into internet porn. Seriously, does anything scream nanny state any harder than that? The government is looking over everyone's shoulders with corner-to-corner CCTV cameras, and you aren't even allowed to carry a gun to protect yourself. But what can you do? Vote? The government seems to be going out of its way to undermine the democratic outcome of the Brexit referendum, and now it seems the government is willing to round up people who won't fall in line or at least shut up. Wouldn't it just be easier to abolish the House of Commons and let the Queen and her lords rule over Britain? That sounds like a strangely familiar scenario. Seriously though, God save the British people. Here in America though, we are the Republic's walls, and they will have to come and take it.